that the landlord taxes you keeps on growing.
This is very relatable, right? I really like this idea because I think it has kind of a vibe between desperation because you're stuck in a loop doing this, but at the same time you're farming, so I love it. Hi gamers and developers, and welcome to another GDT vlog. On today's vlog we're going to talk about Godot Wild Jam, and we have one member of our team here. And I'll let him introduce himself in a little bit. But first, about the jam. This jam took place a time period of 9 days, and the theme for this jam was harvesting. There were 3 wild cards that the players could use to like soup themes, and these ones were a night mechanic, dead leaves and pumpkins, so an autumn inspired theme, and give player a choice. And the game we're going to talk about today is called Soul Farmer. I'll let João introduce himself and then I'll present the rest of the team.
So my name is João Santos. I was the programmer for this game, Soul Farmers. And basically the goal of our game is you're a farmer and your objective is to harvest souls to keep on living on your farmland. So you basically need to plant and harvest the souls of the creatures you planted, basically. So you can then give the souls you've collected to your landlord. And the objective of the game is to basically have enough souls to keep on living while the rent that the landlord taxes you keeps on growing.
This is very relatable, right? Yeah. So the other team members of the team were José Cotileiro, who worked on the art side of the game, and Nuno Ribeiro, who worked on the programming side and sound design. Now, onto the game itself. So you already talked about a little bit of the game. We're going to play it in a little bit, but first, how did you come up with this idea?
So basically, me and my friends, Jose and Nuno, we tried to fit all of the wild cards and the theme itself into one and try to incorporate it all. We all like a lot of roguelikes and other games of that genre. So we try to incorporate planting and harvesting to a roguelike game that you can have like multiple runs on and keep on playing, and some sort of combat system. We also, thinking of the wild card of the choice one, to give a player of choice, we wanted to incorporate some like random factors into the game, so each run can be a bit more thrilling and be a bit more different. Trying to incorporate the night mechanic, it came along with the whole idea of the tax that the landlord gives you every night. So every night in game, you get taxed, and that's the night mechanic itself.
From the 3 cards, the 3 wild cards, the sub themes, you applied 2 of them, right? So it was the night mechanic and you're going to want to see this game, of course, so we'll show you right now to you. So this game, actually, the current version that is on itch.io is the old version, so the version that you delivered for the jam, kinda, but they kept working after the jam, and this one is the new version.
Yeah, the player character, I have 3 seeds in my inventory, which relate to an attack enemy, a tank enemy, and an enemy that heals someone. We start off with 100 souls, we can see in our inventory, and we have 3 seeds that plant attack enemies. Once we plant 3 seeds in our farmland, you can see that each of them start to grow. They start to form into an enemy, and once the enemy spawns, they start sending projectiles that hurt the player, and you have to kill them, and once you kill them you get souls, which increase our current currency. Here we have some UI referring to what current day is it and what time is it, and also the shop where the landlord owns it. We can shop for other seats, and we have wild cards that we can choose that gives us some benefits, like this one that increased our current souls to plus 100. So now we have 275 souls.
Do you also get negative effects from the cards?
No, we didn't implement negative effects. I think all of the effects that we currently have are get 100 souls, increase the player's speed or health, and or attack damage. So right there, you saw that once it hit 10 PM, we've moved on to day 2, and the landlord taxed us 50 souls. Since it's a brand new day, we can pick a new wild card, and we can continue to shop for seeds and try to plant them. So the run doesn't end, basically.
So is there any strategy behind this game? Is there like any seed that you want in the beginning and then one in the end or something like that?
We've tried to... There's not much difference to each seed in itself and the quantity of amount and the amount of souls that we give you, which we wanted to implement something like some sort of mechanic for how many number of combinations between different types of enemies, the more souls you get. For example, it would be cool, and it was something that we thought of but really hard to do in the beginning, which was basically if we have one of each enemy present, you gain additional bonus souls dropped or something like that. So basically the point was if you have a lot of different combinations of enemies between, the more souls you're likely to get, but since you planted more enemies, the harder it is to clear them all. So now the landlord taxed us another $100.
This is very relatable. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We got a wild card that basically raised our movement speed, so we're a little bit faster now. We can shop for other seeds. I'll try to buy some other ones, so there's a little more variety. I think the attack enemy basically shoots up, tries to be within a certain range of us and shoots projectiles at us, while the other two tank enemies are a lot tanky and just straight up run at you. The support enemy, which is this green one, he basically just stands still and heals the other ones.
Oh, okay.
You just don't notice it because there's not much of UI, but we'd like to implement some UI for the player's health bar and the enemy's health bar too.
Yeah, I really like this idea because I think it has kind of a vibe between desperation because you're stuck in a loop doing this, but at the same time you're farming, so I love it. So I think you fit into the theme very well. So the theme was harvesting, like I mentioned, and I think it fits. I wanted to ask you about the experience of the jam itself. So what was it like to work in Godot? Because here in GDT we mainly work with Unity. We have some people that work in Godot. I think you're one of them, right?
Yeah, I started off with Unity. I was a big fan. I never knew about Godot, but until the Coffee Jam, which was another jam that I participated in GDT, I got introduced to Godot. And I really enjoyed it. It wasn't in its 4.0 stage, which is a huge version for Godot, and it improved it a lot in terms of physics and whatnot. But since then I really enjoyed it, and working on Unity nowadays just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. Okay, so it was a good experience. What would you tell the people back at home that never tried Godot and want to try it?
Should give it a try, 100% for everybody. Super low in terms of storage, it's easy to run. Compiling is really easy, you can just open it up, code, close it, and it's all done.
Yeah. So this jam, I think it's a good entry point to start Godot. What do you think about it?
To start Godot, I think it's really good because once you participate in the jam, you only need to use Godot because it's Godot's Wild Jam, and you have a lot of topics to improve on. And I think that a week is about a week. We had 9 days, I think, and it was pretty solid time to make a decent game and learn a lot about the engine.
Yeah, I agree. So last question. Any advice to the viewers back at home?
Just code, use Godot, and participate in a lot of jams.
Yes, I agree with that. So I think that's all for today. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. And as always, don't forget to check our social media. Don't forget to check our other videos or other vlogs. And keep jamming, keep gaming, keep developing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.